for the last 8 weeks, we've been searching for a coach. When I sat down to set up the criteria for that coach, I listed 5 things that were very important to me. First, that the person have impeccable integrity and character. And well, and Dickey Nutt fell right in that category. Then I wanted to see somebody that could recruit, because that's the lifeblood of a basketball team. I wanted somebody whose name was recognized in this part of the country, that knew this part of the country, that knew the high school coaches, knew the junior college coaches, and could hit the ground running. Again, Dickey Nutt filled that bill. Third, I wanted somebody that could coach. I wanted somebody that could win, somebody with their body of work that showed success over a long period of time. You know, Coach Nutt was at Arkansas State for 13 years. That's unusual. It's unheard of in college basketball now. So I looked at that. I looked at the championships. Had a championship, a Western Division championship, as late as 2007. I looked at the kids he recruited. I looked at what he wanted to play. We talked about this. We talked about the style offense, and he was going to play up-tempo. But he knew when to let the air out of the ball if he had to, if you didn't have an open shot, and play half-court offense. He was going to press on 94 feet, put the pressure on the offense from the get-go. So in winning and coaching, Dickey Nutt filled the bill again. Next, I wanted somebody that cared about the student-athletes. I wanted somebody that cared about their welfare. I wanted somebody that cared about whether or not they graduated, because that's why they're here first, is to graduate. I wanted him to recruit kids that had character. I wanted him to recruit kids that wanted to be here and wanted to get an education, because that's what we do. We're educators. It's what we do. And again, Dickey Nutt filled that bill. Lastly, I wanted somebody that would fit into the department's, the athletic department's family, because that's what we are. We're family. I wanted somebody that was going to fit into the family at Southeast. And I wanted somebody that could re-recruit our fans and our friends in this community. And I got 2 for 1 on this one. I got Dickey and Kathy, because they are beloved in Jonesboro. They're a big part of the community. They're active in the community. They reach out to the community, and we need that. We need that here. I talked to the president, and I haven't talked to Dickey about this, but I talked to the president about our commitment to men's basketball. And he assured me that the funding would be available so that we would be in the top third in the OVC, so we can compete in this league. Obviously, Dickey's shown that he can compete in the Sun Belt. We want to give him and our players the opportunity and the resources to compete in the OVC. So this gives me great pleasure and even more pride to introduce Coach Dickey Nutt. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Thomas, very much. My pleasure.
Appreciate it.
All right, what a great day. Thank you so much. I can't begin to tell you that it is a privilege to be your coach. I'm honored here today. I have to tell you, I've watched this program from a short distance away, just right down the road, for many, many, many years, and I've seen it. I've seen it firsthand, this facility, the Show Me Center. I've seen it firsthand. This building can be the hardest place in the OVC to play, guys. We're going to make it that way. But what was more impressive over those years when I watched this program is the fan support. It was unbelievable. That was the most impressive thing that I know about this area. This is a basketball area. I'm so proud to be standing here. And I promised John and Dr. Dobbins that I would work from daylight to dark to building you the best program that we could ever think about. My philosophy is very, very simple. We want to graduate kids, and we want to win games. I want to thank John Shafer for having the confidence in me and choosing me among all the great coaches out there. And believe me, there are a lot of coaches out there, and I thank him for that. And we're going to do everything in our power not to let him down. I want to thank Dr. Dobbins and the Board of Regents for allowing me to lead his program, and we want to make him proud. The philosophy on the side of that is it's all about recruiting. It's recruit, recruit, and recruit more. That's what we have to do, and I can't do it myself. I can't do it with a staff, and my players just can't do it. We need you. We need you in the worst of ways, and we don't need you just at a basketball game. It's baseball, it's football, it's whenever it is. We need you. Ticket holders, if you have a ticket, buy it, renew it, buy more, whatever you need, because anytime that you see that football game going on, and maybe a basketball game that's going on, you can rest assured that I'm going to have 3 or 4 or 5 student athletes sitting right next to me. And when we walk out of that football stadium, I want them to say, hey, Coach Nutt, I want to play there. And that's what we got to have. And it starts with you. I've seen it firsthand. In all honesty, I'd probably tell John I could do it anyway, but I've seen it. You've done it right here, and I'm looking so forward to that. I'm going to do everything in our power to put together a great team for you, a team that you can identify with, a team that you can be proud of, a team that's going to be accountable. We're going to have discipline in our program, and knock on wood, our young people don't make bad decisions, because sometimes we do. But let me tell you, you're going to be proud of that. I can't predict every shot to go in the hole, but I can predict 2 things every day. We're going to defend, and we're going to rebound every day. So when you come watch us practice, you will see us defending. But as far as basketball and as far as philosophy goes, we're going to go up tempo. We're going to score. We do it for a couple of reasons. Number 1, the fans like it. Number 2, probably more important, it's all about recruiting. I got to have players. I got to have guys that want to get a degree. I got to have guys that want to be accountable. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to recruit, and we're going to keep recruiting. And we're going to put a product out there on that floor that you can be proud of. And for that, it's my privilege and my honor to be here. I know that we're going to have some one-on-ones with some interviews and however you wanted me to do it, John. I'll turn it back over to you, and thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to getting started. Thank you. Stand up. This is my wife, Kathy. Thank you. My son, Logan, my daughter, Alexis, and my son, Lucas. Thank you for being here. Sure.